Hello everyone. Welcome to Facebook Live. We're doing Facebook Live on Tuesday this week. So I hopped on just a little bit early to get everything connected and all that good stuff. So we will begin momentarily. Just give a chance for folks to find us. And I'm going to share this over to my group real fast. And if you're watching, I'd love it if you would share the video as well. We can get more folks watching us today. And I'm going to do some stamping. Well, actually, we're not doing a lot of stamping today, but it's a really cute card. So we're going to do some paper crafting. Let's say that. Okay, I see some folks are joining. Hooray. I always hold my breath to make sure that we're connected and all that good stuff. Hello, Kay. Hi, Patricia. Nice to see y'all there. Okay, let me share this. Let me make sure I'm in the right spot. And we are going to get crafting. All right, let me blow this up on my laptop. All right, I think we're good to go. Okay, I can see comments and everything looks connected, and I think for the first time ever, it's mostly straight. So yay. I guess I'm just gonna leave it. All right, welcome y'all. Welcome to, hey Taya, how are you? Welcome to Facebook Live on Tuesday. I'm gonna start out by introducing myself. Hi, Kelly Frank. My name is Anne Marie Heil. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. You can find me over on my blog at stampinann.com. And I normally go live Fridays at 4 p.m. Central, but my husband and I kind of took a long weekend. He took some extra time off. He's actually still off today, so it's really quiet in here. He's babysitting the dogs downstairs, so I'm not going to have that chaos. Hi, Andy. Thanks for sharing, Patricia. Anywho, that's why I'm here today. I didn't want to wait till next Friday, so I thought I'd come on today and we can do some fun crafting. And what are we going to make today? Well, we're going to make a card with the Best Butterflies bundle, which is a new bundle. And I had posted here on the Stampin' Ann Facebook page that I think it was last Sunday, I believe, I put up a little post about what's on your desk. And I had a team mystery stamping event I was doing. And a couple of folks had asked, what did you make? So I thought what we would do is we would make the mystery stamping card, and so you could see what I made, but we're going to do it with a different stamp set. So a couple things I want to tell you. Measurements for this card. The card that I used for my team mystery stamping is going to be on my blog post tomorrow for a blog hop that I'm in. So measurements will be posted tomorrow. So if you don't catch them in the video, I apologize, but I'm not going to type it twice. So it's already done for the blog post. So you'll just have to hold tight till tomorrow to get the measurements. But I'll post here once that blog post goes live. It goes live at like 3 a.m. So you're not going to have to wait that long. Anyway, so that's that with measurements. Hello, Denise. Before I get started, I do want to just share a couple quick housekeeping things. In the description of this video that you're watching, you will find some links to different things. You'll find a link to my Stampin' Up! Online store, so if you need to pick up any Stampin' Up! Supplies, there's a link for you to shop. There's also a host code that is posted, and that host code will get you some benefits from me. So there is more information about that in the description of the video. There's also a link to, Instagram, my YouTube channel. Now I will post this video over on YouTube after it's done. So if you want to catch the replay over on YouTube, it will be posted over there. And if you do head over to my YouTube channel, I would love it if you would subscribe. I'm really trying to build that channel to do a little bit more over there. And I would just love your support. So if you would love to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would be so grateful, and stay tuned for more things happening over there too. I'm really trying to get that up and running in June. So there's that. There's also a link to Paper Pumpkin, which is Stampin' Up's monthly crafting box. And then also there's a link to join my team. Now today is the very last day for an amazing starter kit special. So you can click that link if you want to learn more about it. Joining my team really means nothing than you get to be a discount shopper. You get to shop with a discount. And what it is, for $99, you get $125 worth of product of your choice. You pick what you want. There's free shipping on on the kit. You'll get a free paper pumpkin kit included in there as well if you want to learn more about that. And then today is the last day. You will also get $65 worth of in-color supplies. I think it's $65.50 maybe of in-color supplies. It's a lot. So if you love our new in-colors or don't have them yet, it's a great time to get them. Today's the last day for that, guys. So if you want to take advantage of it, take advantage. There's no obligation. You can take advantage of that great deal. And then you basically have, let's see, 4 months. And if you do decide to stay after the 4 months, then you do have to hit a minimum sales goal. If you don't hit that sales goal, you just go back to being a customer. It's really that simple. So, but you do get a discount you get a 20% discount on anything you buy from Stampin' Up! When you're a demonstrator. There's no obligation to do videos or do anything like that. You don't have to do any of that. It's just a super great special. So check that out. Today's the last day for the in-color promotion. It's a really good value, and it's a great way to get lots of Stampin' supplies in your arsenal. So check that out. I didn't want to not mention that today because it is the last day. So, and if you have any questions, please feel free, leave them in the comments here, or you can send me a message here on Facebook, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. Okay? Okay, we got the housekeeping done. So last time I went Facebook Live, we did an on-the-fly stamping, and we made this masculine card. And anybody who watched that video, I still haven't adhered that. Anybody who watched that video knows it is the great twine debacle of 2022. It took a while to figure out how to get this twine placed, but here's the final twine decision. It ended up like this. And this is, again, super fun masculine card. Now, what I do is for whatever Facebook Live I'm doing, I will give away the card that I made on that Facebook Live to one person who shares the video. So please share the video, leave comments, and let me know that you shared. You can share YouTube, Facebook, leave comments on either place. But let me know in the comments that you did share so I can enter you in the drawing. You have until the next time I go Facebook Live. So the next time I go Facebook Live, drawing's closed, and I pick. So right before I went live, I went ahead and picked winners for the last time I went Facebook Live. So this Hello Handsome card, which was made with lots of love, sweat, and tears. No tears. There's no tears in stamping, but this twine took, oh my gosh, you guys, it took forever. If you watched, you'll know what I mean. I love how it came out though. So I am very happy to send this in the mail to Linda Knight Brady. Linda, congratulations. You won the twine card. It will always forever be known as the twine card. But I do need your address. So Linda, if you could send me a message here on the Stampin' Ann page on Facebook. If you could send me an email, and it's just my full name, AnnMarieHeil@gmail.com. Now Ann has an E at the end of it. With your mailing address, I will pop this cutie in the mail to you. I love sending happy mail, so congratulations. And then I had an unclaimed card. So for everybody who commented on last week's video, I have this little cutie. It can be masculine, maybe not, either way. Oh, I still didn't do the inside of it. I will do an inside before I send it to you. But this is a really pretty Let Your Dreams Set Sail card using this fun little sailboat bundle. And for everybody who commented, I put your names into a drawing. And Sue Hood. Sue, you are the winner of the sailboat card. And I do need your address. So definitely make sure for either of you gals, please drop me an email to AnnMarieHeil@gmail.com, and I will get these in the mail to you. Now, I do hold on to them until the next Facebook Live. Again, I understand some people may not want the card. That's totally fine. No obligation. If you don't want to send your address, that's totally fine. I just love to send happy mail, and I would just love to brighten your day with a card, and you can either keep it, pass it on, or do something fun with it. But either way, congratulations for winning. And if I could get your mailing addresses, I will send these on their way to you. So again, Linda Knight Brady, Sue Hood, congratulations. Okay, let me move those out of the way so I don't lose them. And we'll do the same thing today. The card I'm making today will go to one lucky sharer. So please share the video. Let me know you shared. And then for everybody who comments, definitely interact in this video. Let me know you're watching. More participation, the merrier. I love interacting with you guys. Hi, Pam. If I miss your comments, I'm not ignoring you. It's just a lot to keep up with, but I do go back after the video, and we will go ahead and I'll answer any questions you have, or, definitely definitely converse with you if I miss you. So, okay, so what are we doing today? So we're going to make a card. Like I said, this was my team mystery stamping card that I did at my team event 2 Sundays ago. And this is a fun card. If you like to use your designer series paper on your card, if you are like me, you probably have hordes of designer series paper packs in your craft room. So this is a great card to use them. Now, I want to tell you a couple things. So you're going to need 1 color of cardstock, 2 different pieces. Now I'm going to go through the measurements on the video, but they're also going to be on my blog tomorrow. So stay tuned if you miss anything. So to do this card initially, you'll need your card base and then a secondary piece. And then you'll need 2 pieces of basic white. I'm going to go through this in a minute. And then you're going to need 2 different patterns of designer series paper with the same cuts. And again, I'm going to go through these in a second. So I decided to go with since I'm using the Best Butterflies bundle, this is the Butterfly Kisses designer series paper that I'm using. And I want to show you guys this. I just think sometimes it's hard to see some of the patterns in the catalog up close. So I like to go through the paper on video so you guys can really truly see the different patterns up close, because I think they're super cute. Hi, Sonia, how are you? Okay, so this is a 6x6 pack of paper. You get 4 sheets of each design. It's double-sided. So let me just take you through them, and it uses beautiful colors. It's got our new Parakeet Party and Starry Sky, which are new in colors in there. It also has Calypso Coral, question mark? Yes, Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, and Crushed Curry, which is not my favorite yellow, but I do like it in this paper. So let's go through your different patterns. Patricia, don't make me want this set. Patricia, it's a fun set. It is a really, really fun set. So you'll see what you think at the end. Okay, and I love that both sides have beautiful patterns. I hate when I like both patterns because then it's hard to know which one to use. Nice big butterflies. These would be fun to fussy cut. Again, a really nice, user-friendly pattern on the back. More bold butterflies, little polka dots. And then we have that one we're using today. This fun navy Calypso Coral Crushed Curry. This paper makes me like crushed curry, so that's a big feat, you guys. This is probably my favorite pattern in the whole pack. We're using it today. This little tiny flowers, and then there's some Calypso Coral. This is my second favorite. This fun little almost rainbow stripe. More butterflies, tiny little flowers. More butterflies. Can never have too many butterflies. I keep calling this navy. It's Starry Sky. Sorry. That one's really cute too. Oh, a whole page of crushed curry. I don't know about that, but I do like that. This crushed curry I can get down with. It's a little more muted. Do you guys have that? Do you have a least favorite color? Crushed curry is that for me. Starry Sky, and then some Parakeet Party. So super cute. Wanted to show you that up close and personal. So to do this card, that's what you're going to need. Those pieces to get started. Now, if you are like me, I like a lot more layers on my card. So if that's the case, I'm going to add a layer behind all of these. So I'm going to use a secondary color of cardstock, and I'm going to layer these up. Now, you can make this card just with these pieces, and it's going to be beautiful. If you layer it up with this additional color that's going to coordinate, keep in mind, your card's going to get pretty heavy. So for mailing purposes, since we are decorating both the inside and the outside of this card, the secondary layer you might not want to do unless you have some extra stamps on hand. But if you're like me and you love layers, go for it. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to kind of take you through. So I have here I lost my train of thought. What color is this? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot the name of this color. It's Fresh Freesia. I have such a hard time remembering names, you guys. So this is Fresh Freesia cardstock. It's 5.5 by 8.5, but instead of folding it like a standard card base, we're gonna first score at 1 3/4 inches and 6 inches. So they're going to be uneven. And I do want to thank my friend Sharon Armstrong for the inspiration for this card. So I saw she had used this layout and I liked it so much, and she is a sweet friend of mine. I was on demonstrator council with her, and she is just a doll. So I I just love Sharon. So Sharon, if you're watching, hi. She knows I love her. My least favorite is crushed curry, also Andy says. Yeah, I don't know, crushed curry, it just doesn't do it for me, but in this paper, it's actually really pretty. Okay, so once you fold your card, it's going to fold like this, and it's going to open like this. So it's kind of unique, a little bit different, which I like. It's a fun fold, but it's not too crazy. It's not too complicated. Okay, and then your second color that you're going to need, this is 2 3/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches. Again, this will be on my blog tomorrow. Don't stress if you miss any of it. Okay, now we're gonna get started. We scored it, we did our bone folder. I'm gonna go step by step here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna call these designer series papers, we're gonna call them pattern 1 and pattern 2. Pattern 1 is gonna go on the front of your card. Pattern 2 is gonna go inside your card. So you'll need 2 pieces of the same cut for each. And these are 1 1/2 inches by 5 1/4 and 2 1/4 inches by 5 1/4. Same cut inside and out, okay? And then we'll need some basic white pieces. I'll get there when we get there. So we're gonna start with the front of our card. And you're gonna start out, I'm gonna move these since we're not on the inside yet. We're gonna start with the smaller pattern, and that's gonna adhere to this side of the card. You guys can probably figure this out just from how it looks. I do want to let you know that if you want to add an additional mat to this, I added in Parakeet Party here. Now, you can cut all of these pieces ahead of time, and then if you want to add the mat, you just have to cut the piece of cardstock to 1 5/8 by 5 3/8. So it's going to make a nice, tight 1/8 inch border all the way around. But like I said, it's really going to bulk the card up. But I like it. It adds more color. We're just going to go ahead and I'm going to add it. But if you don't want to add that other color, you don't have to. Okay. And I like to use liquid glue for these 1/8 inch borders because you just need to wiggle it a little bit and to get them nice and even. Okay, so there's one side, and then we'll adhere this to our front panel. Okay, don't want to get glue all over my hands here. I went ahead and pre-cut all of this because it is a lot of paper if you do the additional layer, but again, you do you. Don't stress out. If you don't want to do that extra layer, don't freak out about it. Okay, now, again, we have the same panel on the inside of the card, so I'm going to take that smaller piece with another layer, and I'm going to adhere this to the inside. So you're going to have it inside and out. That's what I love about this card. It uses a lot. That's such a pretty pattern. I hate to cover it up. It uses a lot of designer series paper, which is awesome because you can always buy more. But if you're like me, I hoard my designer series paper and I never use it because I'm always afraid I'm going to run out. And that's crazy because you can always buy more, right? And there's always more to buy. I just laugh. It's one of those things I buy a ton of and then I'm so selective about using it. It's kind of crazy. Oops. Oh, come on. I just changed this. I don't want to get glue on it right out of the gates. Okay, so again, same panel inside and out. So you can already see we're kind of bulking this card up quite a bit, but I love it. And it's super fun because it keeps the party going to the inside of the card, as I always say. Okay, so next up, we're going to go back to the front of the card, use our pattern number 1 again. Now this one is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And if you want the optional mat for this, it is 2 3/8 by 5 3/8. So we're just going up 1/8 of an inch on the mat. Okay, so 2 1/4 by 5 1/4, 2 3/8 by 5 3/8. We're gonna adhere these together. Let me know in the comments, you guys, do you like lots of layers or are you more of a simple stamper where you don't like a lot of layers? Let me know. I strive to be a simple stamper, but I am a layer lover. and I just can't change. I just like lots of color. And okay, so again, now that this is done, we're going to adhere it to the front of the card, and then we're going to do the same thing with pattern 2 and dress up the inside of the card. Okay, Christina says layers with hearts. Yes, I love layers. There's nothing wrong. I know some people who are amazing simplistic stampers and don't use a lot of layers, and they create the most beautiful cards. And I get so stressed out because those are always really hard for me, because I always, I just have a really hard time making them because I feel like I need to add more and I don't know when to stop. So, okay. We've got, let's see, Karen says layers. Humphrey says layers, please. Okay, see, it seems like layers is kind of a common thread here, right? Okay, so we adhered the front panel, same measurements, inside panel of the card. I just love this. I just think it's so fun. I like that the fold is a little off center, and I love that you can really maximize your designer series paper. Okay. All right. And again, if a 1/8 inch border stresses you out, you just change your measurements up a little bit. Okay, you could make it a 1/4 inch border if you wanted to. I like these real crisp 1/8 inch borders, but I know for a lot of people it's hard sometimes to get the layers straight. You know, for a variety of reasons. And if it's hard for you to kind of layer them up straight, just change your measurements a little bit and do a 1/4 inch border. It'll be a little bit easier to adhere. And you can make it your own. There's no rules in stamping. You do what feels good to you. Okay, what do you guys think so far? It's so cute, right? Mary Ellen says, depends on how busy the DSP is. That's true. Okay, so here we go, guys. Love the front with the florals, and we're going to open to the plaid. Super cute, right? Okay. Now, I have a basic white cardstock layer for the inside of the card that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And if you want to, you can add a mat behind it that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Now, I am not going to adhere this right now because I'm going to stamp my sentiment, and as a good rule of thumb, I find that if I get everything adhered to the card and stamp my sentiment, I usually drop my stamp or smear some ink on it. So I'm going to wait to do the inside of the card till the end, because I just learned my lesson. And you guys hit the like button or the heart button if that's you, because I've done that where I've stuck everything down and then boom, I'll drop my ink pad or something crazy will happen. So we'll just leave this out for now. So this is for the inside layer. Okay, now we have got, we're going to save that. So for the front of the card, we're going to have this layer here that is, let me go back to my measurements. We've got 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And then we're going to have a piece of basic white that is 2 1/2 by 4. Okay, so that's the original. If you want to add that extra mat, this layer is going to be 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. So we're going to keep the continuity going. Now this is the focal panel for the card. I want to add a little texture to this because I'm going to use the die cut butterflies, and I'm going to show you those die cut butterflies up close in this set too, in just a moment. So let me get my stuff situated here. I want to add a little bit of texture to this. There is very minimal stamping on this card. It's only the sentiments. We're going to really showcase the dies. There's a couple different ways to use them, but I do want a little texture on this background. I think it would be fun. So I'm going to use one of my favorites, the Gingham. Let me put this behind it so you can see it. The Gingham embossing folder. This is just going to add a little pop of texture to the white, so it's not just so, I don't know, clean, and I just like a little bit of texture. I brought my machine over here. I'm not going to put it on camera, but I brought it close today. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so see how it just adds that little subtle pop of texture? I like it. If you visited me before, you know I like my cards to feel good when you touch them too. So that's kind of why I like that little tactile bit. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere all these layers together because I'm not doing any stamping or anything on here. So I'm going to get this ready to do our die cutting, or get our die cuts on here. And again, if you didn't want to add this extra parakeet party layer, this card is perfectly fine with just the white on the fresh freesia too. Okay, so we're going to layer these up. Now, if you were adding anything like ribbon or anything around these layers, you'd probably want to do that before you started to adhere, but I'm good. I already pre-planned my design today. This is not an on-the-fly stamping day. We did that last last Facebook Live, and I can only really do that once a month. It stresses me out too much. So sorry. I know some people are like, they love on the fly stamping. It stresses me out. I like to have a plan. But I do it because I like to challenge myself. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to center this on the front of our card, but we're only going to add adhesive to one area. So what you're going to want to do is kind of figure out where you're centered, maybe just kind of mark it for yourself, and we're going to flip it over. So this area here is going to adhere to this flap, and that's the only place we want adhesive. So I'm going to use a couple strips of tear and tape, and the reason I like using tear and tape on this is because it gives a nice strong bond, and you can do it one-handed. So I can still keep my mark on here, and I can add my tear and tape, and it's super strong, so I don't need a ton of it. 2 stripes or strips will do it usually. Andy says adding the parakeet party paper just makes it look so perky. I agree. The parakeet party is first of all, it's a really hard combo to say, but I just love it with the fresh freesia. I just think it's so pretty. Okay, so now that I've measured, I have 2 little strips. I'm not going to give a big push until I get this centered where I want it. Okay, so just kind of, and I'm going to show you the card that I did for, that's going to be on my blog tomorrow, that I did for my Facebook Live, and I also made an alternative. I did a second one for my team, and then it uses some retired product, but I'm going to show you anyway. Okay, feels good. Okay, so then when it opens, that's why you want to just keep and really measure where you're going to put your adhesive, so you don't want it showing when your card opens. So see, we're beefing this up. It's fun, right? Okay, we got our inside piece. I'm going to keep that off to the side. Now's the fun part. Now we get to decorate. I want to show you guys these dies so you can see them up close and personal. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes in the catalog I have a really hard time visualizing how the dies work. So sometimes I like to see I like to see how people, just a little up close and personal. So if you don't have the set, it's kind of fun to just kind of really look at them a little bit more in depth. Maybe I'm alone in that, but I have a hard time looking at them in the catalog and really seeing how they work. So sometimes it's nice to see them all together. Okay, so in here, there are 2 detailed butterflies, and they cut out these cutie patooties. And that's what I'm going to use as my focal elements for the card. Look at all the detail in that, you guys. Super, super cute, right? So that's what we're going to use. Now, I want to point out that there are other dies in here that coordinate with the stamp set, so you can stamp and then do your dies. But another thing that is super, super cool is there is like a detailed filler die for each one of them too. So you can use it with the stamped images, or you can get some really cool layers as this is. So let me just show you. So what I did here is I cut out Calypso Coral, and before I ran it through, I just placed the chevron piece inside and I cut them at the same time. So what I ended up getting was the Calypso Coral, and then I got the detailed piece cut out. Then I took a piece of Parakeet Party and I just ran it through with the filler, and then I stuck them together. So look at the fun detail you can get from, you know, using these dies. I just love the pattern. Like this one has chevrons, there's polka dots, these little basket weaves, like type squares, detailed. They're so cute. And another one I did too was this teeny tiny one here. I ran it through at the same time, so it just got this really cute stitch detail, right? Super fun. We're gonna use this. I cut it out to kind of just show you an example, but we're gonna use it because we cut it. So this guy will probably live inside our card. And then you can also cut out your little butterfly body, and they all also coordinate with the stamps. So again, if you didn't want to do those detail pieces, you have the option. I mean, the possibilities are really endless with this because there are so many choices to put these butterflies together. And then also there are these cute teeny tiny little flowers, which I think are fun. They could make a fun border on a card. You could use, we're going to use one of the flowers today, I think. So there's lots of different ways to use it. So I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit more in depth on these dies, just to kind of show you. Okay, Denise says she's going to get the butterfly bundle next order. Fun. You'll have to let me know how you like it when you get it. I just think it's super cute. The paper's darling. It's just a fun little set. Okay, so now I told you we already cut out these really fun detailed butterflies, and I did one in Calypso Coral. I had to stop and think, is that the name? And one in Fresh Freesia. Now, because this card's already getting pretty chunky and I'm already going to use 2 stamps to mail it, so go big or go home, right guys? I mean, if you're already going to, it's already a 2 stamper, you might as well make it worth your while. So what I went ahead and did is I cut out 2 additional detailed butterflies in vellum, so they kind of have fluttery wings. And then what I'm going to do, I already adhered these 2 together, and I just put glue in the center and on his little antennas. So we're going to do the same thing for this one, because I want the wings open so they kind of have like a fluttery effect. And normally you could use an adhesive sheet to put some sticky on the back of this if you're pretty heavy-handed with your liquid glue. But if you are going to use a sticky sheet, only put it in the body because you want the wings to be free. That's why I like to use liquid glue. I got to pull this a little closer to me. My old eyes can't can't line it up from that distance. You'll see it in a second. Okay, so what that did is it kind of created this layered, I want that to be dry before I start messing with it. See how he's got like little fluttery wings? And I think that's going to be super cute on the card. What do you think? Okay, so same thing. I cut out 2 in vellum. I adhered them together just on the body. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Just adhere the Fresh Freesia one so he has that fun fluttery effect. Then when we put him on the card, you can kind of fluff them up. And I know if you fluff it up, it's probably not going to stay fluffed when you mail it, but but in theory. Okay, what does Denise say? Our post offices here don't really charge us more for more layers. Well, you are lucky, because our post office here likes to charge us for everything. Hi, Nathan. How are you? Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you love the fluttery effect? And you could even dress this up with, you could put some Wink of Stella on the butterfly if you wanted to. Believe it or not, and this, for those of you who have watched me before, sit down. I'm not going to put Wink of Stella on this. I know. Who am I? Who kidnapped me, Anne-Marie, and took her Wink of Stella? I just don't think it needs it. I really just, and see how I'm just kind of floofing them up a little bit? Super cute and fun. Taya says that's super sweet. Love the extra layers on the underside. I know, it's cute, right? And it's just a little, it's, I don't know, it's just a fun little detail. I'm gonna take a sip of tea, hold on. Okay, I was super thirsty. Okay, so we have our butterflies done. And now, sentiment. This is where I struggled on this card. The sentiments are super cute in this card, but they're not really for like all occasions. So, so I thought I would do something kind of fun and different. Nathan, no stink of Wella. Who are you? I know. I'm telling you, it's crazy, right? If I don't use Wink of Stella, something's wrong. Somebody contact the Stampin' authorities. Something's wrong. Now, I thought I would do a bigger, bolder sentiment inside. So I'm just going to do the real simple hey on the front, because these butterflies are so cute on their own. I just feel like a bigger sentiment on the front is just going to distract from that. So we'll put the bigger sentiment inside and let the butterflies be the star of the show on the front of the card. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I kind of played around with this a little bit. I was just going to stamp the sentiment, but then I embossed the background, so I can't just stamp. So I'm going to use, this is one of my new favorite die sets. I always tell you guys my favorites. This is Stylish Shapes, and I love this because you get banners, circles with some stitching. I love stitched die cuts and also squares. I'm so happy we have stitched squares back. So this is a fun little set. There's 15 in here, and I just decided I'm going to use this little circle to kind of pop that sentiment on there. So, bum, bum, bum. All right, we're going to need that in a minute, so I'm going to leave that. I know it's off, but you're not missing anything. It's just going to sit there for a second. So we're going to use hey, which I think is pretty straightforward. And I'm going to stamp it in Starry Sky, just because it's so tiny. I feel like it needs kind of a dark color to stand out a little bit. So hey, that gets your attention, right? Okay. So now I am going to start adhering everything, and I was going to put these on dimensionals, the butterflies, but you know what, guys? I'm not going to, because I think these little fluttery wings, I feel like dimensionals would be too much. So I'm actually just going to stick them to the card with glue. I feel like our flutters give us extra floofage. So that's a lot to say. Our flutters give floofage. Now I just need to make sure everything's positioned, because I'm going to use liquid glue. So I have to make sure it's all in the right spot. Okay, so he's going to live down here. I'm going to do a butterfly here towards the top, and then I'm going to angle this one this way, so we're fluttering in different directions. What? I didn't put enough glue on there. Thank you, Denise. Denise says it's a pretty card. Thank you. I hoped it would work out. Normally I make one in advance, and I didn't. I just kind of cut the pieces, and I was like, well, we're gonna hope for the best on this one. So I'm glad it's coming out okay. Oh, I didn't add enough. I have to be a little more generous with my liquid glue. I was being stingy, and my butterflies won't stick. Okay, try again. Take two. Hold it down for a minute. I think it's having a hard time grabbing that texture. So cute, right? I am going to pop that up though. So we'll pop up, and I'm using 3. I know you don't have to use 3. This you could really get by with 1, but I'm using 3 because it's how we roll around here, guys. All right. Okay. Hey, I just think it's so cute and to the point. Okay, and then do that. Now, I took some Parakeet Party Baker's Twine. I don't know why I couldn't think about that, or think of what that was called. What I love about the new in colors is you get all the colors of Baker's Twine in one pack. I love that, and I'm using them like crazy. I'll tell you, my favorites right now are Sweet Sorbet and Parakeet Party. I feel like I'm using this on everything, and I don't care. I love it. This Parakeet Party is such a fun green, and that says a lot, because Granny Apple Green, it took a lot to dethrone Granny Apple Green as my favorite. So, Karen says, love the butterflies. They're cute, huh? Oh, Sharon says, super cute. Your cards are the best. Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you. And thanks for watching today, you guys. Anybody doing anything fun today? I'm just going to adhere that down here on the bottom. So, and again, I'm watching the direction of my butterflies. Like he's flying that way, he's flying that way. This kind of looks like a butterfly, I thought. And we're just going to pop him here. Maybe trim these tails a little bit. Where are my scissors? I had everything cut, so I didn't even pull them. Nathan says love Granny Apple Green, so Parakeet Party is now a favorite. I know. I don't know. It's like Granny Apple Green's like hip young cousin that I don't know. I just love how cute. It's just fresh and fun, and it just kind of gives new life to the green. Those cute little flowers. There's just a little tiny one. I'm just going to adhere it with a little glue dot here just to zhuzh it up a little bit. And just pop a little flower on there to dress it up. My friend Erica, shout out for this idea, because I saw this and I was like, that's cute. I'm going to use it. So there's that. And now we still have to do the inside, so hold tight with me because the inside's going to be awesome. But we need some bling, and I pulled. Now we got to vote. We always have to do a vote. So this is where I make sure you guys are awake. so I have. I don't know that I love these, but they were on my desk. I thought maybe the yellow little blings could be cute, but I don't know. They might be. I don't know if I want to bring yellow into this. You guys tell me. I've got either these yellow glossy dots, I've got rhinestones, or I have some iridescent pearls. And I'm open to suggestions if someone thinks there's something else better. But what do you guys think? I want to add some bling on here, but I need your help. I don't know which one to add. I don't know if the yellow would be too much. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. First thing that gets to 5 is what we'll do. I don't know if that's still too long or not. Maybe we'll cut that. Oh, and the inside sentiment. That's another thing we have to vote on too. Rhinestones, pearls. Okay, now I gotta watch for a second. This will give me a chance to drink some tea. Color your rhinestones to match the butterfly. Who said that? Which is a really good idea, Pam. Pam, you're ambitious with me today, aren't you? That's true. We could color them. Denise, you're trying to figure out how I made the base of the card. Denise, this will be on my blog tomorrow. Okay, so you'll be able to see all the measurements and everything will be on my blog tomorrow. But that is how it looks open. Okay, I got to go back and look at that color. Okay, but what color? What color do you guys want the rhinestones? Green, the base of the card. Do you want them fresh freesia? Parakeet Party. What do you think? All right, we'll color them. Okay, wait, I have to make sure. Hold on. Iridescent pearls will pick up the bright green. Okay, wait, okay. I think we've got enough. I got to count the votes. Hold on. We've got rhinestone pearl, 2 rhinestones, 2 pearls, 3 rhinestones, 4 pearls, 4 rhinestones. I need one more vote for pearls or rhinestones, whatever somebody type. And you can't vote twice. If you already voted, you can't vote again. And I'm watching you. I know who you are. No, I'm kidding. I need one more vote. Come on, guys. Denise, what colors do you have? I have all the colors, so we can do any color. So any color you guys think, but I need one more. Rhinestones or pearls for the win. Don't be shy. Type it in. You know you want to. You know you want to share your thoughts. Okay, so we don't like these. We know that. So let's move those out of the way. Pink. Okay, Parakeet Party. Tony for the win with freesia rhinestones. Thank you for chiming in, Tony. All right, freesia rhinestones. All right, well, As you can see, I have one large and a bunch of small left in this pack. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use one large and two small rhinestones. I like to do my embellishments in odd numbers. So we'll do one large and two small. Where's my fresh freesia? Patricia said freesia too. Yay. Thanks, guys. Oh, that's Highland Heather. That's not right. That's not right. Fresh freesia. Dark or light? You know what? Let's start light and we'll go dark if we need to. I'd rather start light and go dark because if it's too dark, yeah, that's just what I thought. That's like no color at all. Let's do dark. Okay. And that's what's awesome about our pearls and rhinestones is you can color them with our Stampin' Blends markers. So you can essentially, if you have Stampin' Blend markers, you can make them any color you want, which I think is awesome. Talk about a way to have more versatility in your Stampin' supplies. This is just very subtle, but it works. What do you think? All right, I'm going to give this just a second to dry. I'm going to move them. I always like to move them away from where I colored them too, because I have done this before where I just don't give them enough time to dry and then I smear it on my card. We don't want to do that today. We're going to do... we'll see. Add 2 and 3. What do you think? That big one. I kind of like him up top. That's where we're going to keep him. All right, what do you think? Are we happy with our freesia rhinestones? I think they're cute. And freesia is a good color choice because it pops, but it doesn't overpower anything. Super cute. Let's do the inside. We're going to need to vote again. I see some hearts, so that's a good sign. I don't see angry faces, so that makes me happy. I always hate when I see the angry face. I get so stressed out. Okay, so we have the front of our card done. Now we have hey on the front of the card. So Nora says the bling made the card. I agree. I think so. I thought about doing it like on the butterfly body, but we would have to use a lot of bling. I mean, you could. If you really wanted to maximize your bling, you could do a whole butterfly body of bling. I think that would be cool too. That's just too many rhinestones. So, okay, back to the sentiment on the inside. We did hey on the outside, so the possibilities are truly endless. This could be a card for any occasion. So we can do, hey, so glad you exist, good vibes, or you're my bestie. What are you guys feeling? I'm giving this card away, so I want something that's a little universal. And I know, you know, not everybody has, well, I guess I shouldn't say not everybody has a bestie. I guess everybody does have a bestie, but I mean, maybe you don't call your bestie. So I don't know if that's like a good universal one, but I need an inside, or we could even do all the love. Any of these would work. So shoot out some answers in the comments and we're going to pick a sentiment. Okay. I'll keep an eye on them. I will, in the meantime, get my ink ready. And, oh, you know what I'm going to do while you guys are voting? I'm going to assemble this butterfly so I can be productive while you're voting. Oh, and I covered up the sentiments. That was really helpful, wasn't it? Yeah, here, pick a sentiment, but I'm not going to show them to you. Sorry. Okay, so all I'm doing is putting some glue on the butterfly body. And then I'm just going to glue these little pieces together. We're going to use him. I made him, so we're going to use him on the inside. So cute, right? Okay. So there we go. Again, I am being stingy with my glue, you guys. I need to get it together here. I should be using my silicone mat so I don't get glue all over my desk, but what can you do? Okay, I see you guys are voting. I'm going to go back and take a count here in a minute. He's super cute, isn't he? I love him. Okay, I'm seeing lots of good vibes. 1, 2, 3, Got a bestie, 4, 5. I think it's good vibes. We got to sending good vibes. We got 5 of them and 1 for you're my bestie. So we're going to do sending good vibes. Guys, I haven't even, the only stamp I've used is the little hay stamp in the set, so I haven't even inked these up yet. Here we go. Sending good vibes. Okay. We're going to use Starry Sky. I think this is good. This is a nice, this sentiment can be used. Did you see that? I almost ran that right into my paper. This is why I don't adhere it to the card ahead of time. Sending good vibes. That's a fun font too. Say that 5 times fast. Fun font. Okay. Now, I'm going to adhere these together. Pop our... I'm like, where's my open glue? I have 2 bottles of glue in holders here, and I keep grabbing the one that's closed. Do you guys do that? I'm like, I purposely left it open, and I keep grabbing the closed one. I think I've got some gunk on the end of my glue that's making me a stingy glue user. Okay. Okay, and stay tuned because I'm going to show you the other ones as well. Get that all smoothed out. And I know I'm being a perfectionist with this, but I'm giving it away, so I want to make sure it's well made. I don't like to slap things together all willy-nilly. Who does that? This is so cute, you guys. I love, love, love this pattern. I'm trying to decide. I might switch. Maybe I'll switch this out for the focal card for my blog post tomorrow. I don't know. I like this one a lot. We'll see. Oh, I got glue on the front. I always do. Where's my adhesive remover? Well, I'm just going to use my finger and hope there's no ink on it. Okay, and now we have a little butterfly for the inside. I was thinking of popping him in over here so there's more room to write. I think I'm going to put him on that panel. Now I'm getting all the liquid glue after I clean that little goober off. Okay, there he is. So cute, you guys. Isn't he fun? So here we are. You could even add, there's some fun little like polka dots and stuff like that. You could kind of zhuzh this up a little bit more if you wanted to. I'm going to stop now because if I keep adding, there's more of a chance I'll smear ink. So we're going to stop right there for the inside because I think the little butterfly is super cute. So here he is. Here's the front of our card. And it's done. What do you think? Cute, cute, right? All right, I love, love, love those fluttery layers. I think that's so cute. Okay, let's look at the alternatives. So if you like this card, hit that little heart button. I love it. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. All right, let's look at the alternatives. So this was the card I made for mystery stamping. I'm obsessed with this Hues of Happiness stamp set right now, you guys. I literally cannot stop using it. I cannot stop using it. Someone needs to slap it out of my hand because it's the only set I'm using, but I love it. So it's a completely different look. This one's a little bit more playful. You know what this needs? I know I said I wasn't going to use it. This needs Wink of Stella, so it's going to get it. I couldn't resist. One whole card without Wink of Stella. I couldn't do it. Sorry. So here is the one with Hues of Happiness, and here's the inside. You are wonderful in every way. Love this. So this is the one I'm planning to have on my blog tomorrow. So there we go, you addict. I know, Nathan, you knew I wasn't going to be able to not touch it, right? Sorry. So that was the one I did for Team Mystery Stamping. And then I made an alternative to show them. And this is with the, I believe it's Plentiful Plants, but it uses, in the old catalog that just retired, it had DSP that coordinated with it. And also the Genial Gems. I used it because it went with it. And so it has some retired product on it, but it's still super cute. It's a fun way to use this fun little Plentiful Plants. And it says, to a dear friend, and you open it and it says, you were there and I'm very grateful. And I just think it's super pretty. And I love these little layered guys on the bottom. So there are 3 looks for this layout. So if you love this layout, guys, again, the measurements, this will be on my blog post tomorrow. So I will put it here on the video when it has posted, and there will be a link in the description of the video as well. So if you did not get the measurements, you can either catch the replay or catch it over on my blog tomorrow. And again, I'm sorry, normally I would have it timed to go when I go live, but like I said, it's going live at like 3 a.m. So there's really not too much of a time difference. So, if that annoys you, I'm sorry, but I just don't want to do the work twice. So got to work smarter, not harder, guys, right? So there you go. So I hope you love these cards. If you have a favorite, let me know which one you like. And hopefully there's something for everybody here because they're all so dramatically different. So anywho, thank you so much for spending time with me today. And I hope you had fun on Facebook Live. I plan to be back Friday at 4 p.m. So mark your calendars and I hope to see you here. And once, and I will also put this up over on YouTube. I'll post the replay over on YouTube as well. I know some people prefer to watch over there, and I'll put a link in the group here on the Stampin' Ann page when it's up on YouTube as well. Okay. Oh, you guys are so kind. I see all beautiful. Love them all. Good. I'm so glad you guys love them. Thank you for spending time with me today. And until next time, you guys, happy stamping. Be kind to each other. And I will see you again very, very soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.